Okay, that was exciting. A good song. Okay. I'll start to talk if anyone shows up. Until now, I'm just going to start to color. Until now? Until then. Or until now, whatever. Bigger than that. Oh! Why, hello there! Strange, it doesn't say anyone's viewing, but hello? Well, you might be in a commercial. That is his underpants. Everyone has special, different underpants. This is his mankini. I thought at least one person should do a Borat. Alright, so this character is named Explode. He's an engineer on the ship that only knows how to fix terminals that have exploded. So if something breaks that hasn't exploded, the only way he knows how to fix it is if he actually goes over and explodes it. There are things under that mankini, but I can't show them on Twitch. Or I will be banned. But just know there are things. I wonder what the mysterious bulge near his crotch could be. That's true. Slightly mysterious. So when I do Photoshop, I always do a couple of layers here. The first layer is just some basic shading. And once I have that, I'll make an extra layer and make a clipping mask. Although I should have finished the rest of his colors. We'll do that after. I'll show you how to shade. At least how I shade. Not trying to throw shade on any shaders. The only character in the game that doesn't actually have a separate layer for face. He's the only one that doesn't really have a face. So I did give a wink to Andori, I think they're called. I think they're Andori. The ones in Star Trek that have the random antenna coming out of the white hair. Blue guys. I kind of forget to color them too. They're way up there. Who would have even noticed them? Let's get his fin-ins. This is the character on the ship. His personal quarters has been flooded. His wrench. And his goggles, too. That's his floaty wrench. He is a swimming guy. That explains the mankini, right? Yeah, he's got some fish, frog, like the big feet, arms kind of vibes going. He's definitely from a wet planet. I guess he also has goggles for swimming. Although I think that's just part of the standard uniform for engineers on the ship is that they have to wear goggles. Relatively sure he doesn't have eyes, just to be weird. But he has to wear the goggles. It's the rules. Quick goggle bit. Now we'll do some shading. I like doing most of the shading on a different layer, because then if you screw up, you can erase it. Plus, you can adjust it after. Put too much on or not enough on. The hook is his wrench. That's for really big nuts. And right here. And it's also his weapon in combat, so I guess it's sort of this fish hook wrench. Nobody has a normal weapon in this game. Mostly so when they go to a store later, just be a joke that this random store in the middle of some random desolate planet only sells things like wrenches. There are fish hooks too. And squeegees. Yeah, the whole damsel in distress sort of standby weapon kits. I haven't quite figured them all out yet. Just a couple, but still lots of time. I'm mostly coloring these guys earlier than I need them in the game, mostly because I figured out how to stream Photoshop. I couldn't get my RPG Maker to stream the database yet. So we're doing this instead. Well, I did figure it out halfway, so. Yeah, so any ideas are quite appreciated. Especially people that know a lot about Will Riker. No, that's the wrong one. Will Wheaton. That's the right one. Yeah, Photoshop streaming is actually really... I had a lot of fun with it. Coloring is chill as it is. So it's kind of fun just to chill out. Color some guys. Alright, so I'm just going to lower the opacity a bit. There. I always do a quicker one that's just super lighter. White, just get some highlights. I always have to turn this one down though, so it's bright. A little bit of more. Shade there, even though you can't see it. Opacity. There. Yeah, it only took me an hour and a half to figure out how to stream Photoshop too. That was fun. But it was like a 1 second fix when I finally figured out how to do it. So now we always, I do highlight. Clipping mask. At least I do for this particular style of art when I'm doing it. He had all the powers. Wesley Crusher had everything. But I'm trying to figure out if he had a hobby. You'll see why later on. Because I need a weapon for the other character for color. I got to remember to save it. Oh, that. Yeah, that. I don't remember what that game is. The psychic things. Basically, the more pretentious the weapon is, the better. So we're going to give his highlights yellow for the skin. So I don't use highlights like this all of my art, but this style sort of fits better. If it's more realistic, I'll just change the color of the actual black line there. But now that you mention, I remember that game they were in. These things. Yeah, I know you're more than capable of streaming some Photoshop too. Random person who I don't know who you are. Okay, I know who you are. The first time I restreamed, somebody joined and they followed, and their name was Rude. So I don't quite know who it was. They didn't say anything. But either it was the biggest coincidence in history, or they knew who I was. Yeah, I think sometimes people don't, like, if they don't actually have a real Twitch account, they can't actually message. I think I know who it was, but I don't have confirmation yet. They haven't replied. Alright, now we'll just highlight some pins with purple. This theme. Hair. Slightly different yellow. Rather than 10 again. I'm gonna forget them the entire time. Good thing I only have to color this once. Going. I remember him being sentenced to death stepping on a flower. And they broke, I think that's one of the times they broke the Prime Directive. Said, yeah, we're gonna save Will. As, well, Will Wheaton. Kind of feel sorry for Will. Everyone just sure hates that character. It's really not his fault. Shade that wrench with a highlight. Yeah, anything will work. Like, give him just a bouquet, that could be his weapon. Like Will Wheaton's character. Alright, that's all of his skin. We have a few layers there we're skipping, because Twitch will ban us. But we can color some mankinis. This won't take very long. Well, it'll take a bit. There's a lot down there to shade. This is from public domain. Starfleet, born in Starfleet headquarters, in San Francisco. Well, I know his dad died because of Picard. I just think Picard kinda did. I didn't really like Johnny for the first bit. thinking we'll do the highlights for that when we get to the pants. Set this up. You do the shirt and the pants for the uniform sort of at the same time. Everyone sort of has a different color scheme. His is actually purple, despite his uniform being blue. Mostly because he is in total entirely purple. And hello, new person. This is Sloan. He is the engineer that can only fix things that have exploded. So, yeah, if something has exploded something that needs to be fixed that hasn't exploded, he literally has to go explode it first. Shirt. And hello, new person. Sometimes Photoshop takes a second to catch up. It doesn't particularly like being streamed. Yeah, to fix someone's chair with gum on it, he would literally have to blow the chair up and start from scratch. I thought that was a funny way of doing it. I think his last name is going to be Solover. So they'll be Explode Solover. He's also a good foot and a half taller than anybody else. Yes. Lost the selection. Hugh made Wesley into an adult man for a little bit. The person they chose to portray him was horrifying. Okay, I don't remember that. Do not remember that. Although having like an old man for a weapon. Oh, things to click. I don't know if this won't show up on my stream. Yeah, I'll have to do that later. I don't think my internet would appreciate doing even more. Okay, Pants. I just want to color you. But how will you text me, person I do not know? There we go, finally. No, I lost the others. That's okay. My phone just buzzed. I have a feeling that's a picture of Pressure as an adult. Oh, hey! Oh, you're the person I thought named themselves Rude. But you got text to work. So now I definitely don't know who Rude was. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you need an account to actually put in messages. So this is my Forgotten Astronaut friend from Twitter. We are coloring the next person right now because we can explodes all over. The explodable engineer. Slightly large feet. Right? And shirt. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit hard to see everything. I'll admit that. So right now I'm just on the regular all the colors layer. So I just do a little bit of shading on the base layer with all the colors, and then I make a shadow layer. So by doing it like this, sort of do 2 layers of shadow. That way, when I do the next layer, I can delete it if it's too intense or tone it down. But I always do sort of just base colors all on one layer. It's just that this is gray. I'll explain it better in a second. I'll show you when I make the next layer. Okay, so that's the uniform. We'll start with the pants. I messed up somewhere. It's this here. I colored the wrong thing. Wrong layer. Oh well, happens. Okay, so I have the pants color layer. I have a line layer. So here's the pants. Although it kind of makes it look like a skeleton. Just another layer of just the lines so they stand out. And I make a new layer. It comes a clipping mask. Shadow. I actually call it darker usually. And then I'll just use black on the whole thing. It's a clipping mask. Really get the dark, but then it also does the kind of the blues here. It'll do it. I don't have to change colors. And gives it a bit more depth, I find, than if you just do it all on the same layer. It gets it a bit richer. And then if I want to, I can try different layers. Usually it looks fine with normal. Gives some neat effects in there though. Usually ends up being normal, darken, or multiply, at least for this layer. Shirt. And I like the clipping mask. You don't have to select everything. Just members. There, just like that. And then I always make for important layers, like these, look at a lighter layer too. Which I always have to turn down. It's really bright. Just make the super highlight. Highlight the important bits. I know how that is, right? Completely everyone has their own style in Photoshop, how they learned or how they do things. Mine way is sort of set up like this too because I did all of the drawing. I did it in Illustrator as a vector with the blob brush, and then used the color bucket to fill it in there, which is definitely not how most people do that. Shirt layer. Yeah, I'd be interested in watching how you actually would have done something like this. The only reason I do this the way I do the next thing is because I saw somebody do this tutorial. I loved it. That highlights. Although I kind of changed it. They would just change the color of the actual line, which I could just show quite easily enough. Because it's also a neat effect, so it's worth seeing at the very least. It's a hard brush though. Full opacity here. So how I saw somebody do it, it would take sort of a darker kind of color, go over where they wanted the highlights, just take the line, the actual line, just to kind of do that. Now that was interesting for their style of art, especially when you went really dark. Had a really dark color. So like that, and then obviously I do a little bit nicer. But then it was just sort of a highlight of just the spots they wanted to highlight. I thought it was really neat because then they did some sort of gradient thing to it and made it really pretty. But I do it like this for when I'm doing this style of art. I just take a bigger brush, take it like this, put it inside, so the actual black line's still there. It feels sort of more. This style feels more like for cartoons. Me, but since this is a cartoon, yeah. So just seeing one person do a tutorial like that made me completely change how I do shading. I like it. Although I don't think I should have done that purple. I'm supposed to do the black parts purple. But that's what the benefit of this is. Oops. The only thing is Photoshop does not like being streamed. Somebody told me a different way of doing it, so I might try that later. It might be faster. You can't see all me opening the menus and stuff. Okay, I like it with the blue. Let's see what else. I'm gonna go blue. And yeah, it makes my voice a little jumpy. It's either because I'm doing Photoshop and it is hogging my system, or it's that I couldn't find my cord, so I didn't plug into the actual internet box. I did Wi-Fi. It could be either of those things, and I apologize for that. I think it's Photoshop though. One of the benefits of doing it with the extra layers of darkness is that when you forget to actually color stuff, like that little badge, it gets some shading anyways. Yeah, it could be the snowstorm too. This looks ridiculous with the underpants on. I love it. Okay, so for their black, I'm sort of using their accent color as the highlight for everybody. At least the ones that I've done lately. So I might have to go into Johnny and change him. That's true. Engineering would be really warm when it explodes. I've also made an extra outfit for everybody. This is funny. We'll be coloring that next. Pants. Got the most important part of the highlights. That's important. I'll chill out to music. Doo-doo. Alright, that is his entire Starfleet-like outfit done. Let's just take off his pants, as one does. Go for his alternate outfit. His little wetsuit. Which I think is ridiculously cute. And hello, new person. A much bigger brush for shading, regular shading. And hello again. Yes, here's his alternate outfit, his little swimsuit, wetsuit thing. I think it's actually a dry suit, as he's normally wet. So here's his dry suit. Looks like his skin needs spots. That could be cool. We'll try that after we've done his wetsuit. Yesterday we gave Trensu. Yeah, just give it a little something. We gave Trensu some spots, but he was a jelly, so he needed spots. And to be semi-transparent. That's how slimes work. Even when they're people slimes. Especially with their slimes. Yeah, yesterday was Bubbles. Inside the little guy. I could probably just open him. Unless he's stuck on one of his naughtier poses, then I can't open it. Oh, no, I can't. I left him with his dongle out. I can show a finished picture though. Sure. Good old Trensu. We'll just throw him in Photoshop for a sec. Maybe not on here. There we go. There's our slime boy. With his bubbles. Yeah, I did 3 people yesterday. I'll share them with you later. I was planning on doing 2, but then there was a lot of people in the stream that kept on showing up, so I did 3. Oh, hi! It reminds me of one of them Dune scientists crash Bandicoot enemies. I like him. He turned out really nice. Buffett Galactic's cousin. There we go. Back to Splode. And Hi, EM Place. I was just watching your stream before I came over here. White. I always shade white with blues. Almost always. Yeah. Just wanted to see if you would notice if it was me. Just randomly talk to you in Twitter and not in the actual chat. There's his little swimsuit. Or, it's not a wetsuit, it's a dry suit. Well, I want it to be mysterious. Yeah, I don't check Twitter while I'm on here either. I got enough stuff on my computer to crash it. Don't need more things open. So darker swimsuit bits. Keep on calling it swimsuit. It's a dry suit. Change the name of the layer so I don't look at it. Dry suit. A version of dress weights. I think he might actually sleep in it. I'm not sure. I just thought I was drawing an extra outfit for everybody. And just for fun. Before I started to color. I think he needs a... Oops. All that in the wrong layer. Don't tell anyone. There it is. Cool that you're drawing it. I can't say that on Twitch. I'm sure I can. Arse. I get back into the game. Yeah. I was watching all the sick people all Christmas, so I was really trying to get stuff done, including your book cover. But I just didn't. Are we painting on the wrong line again? Ah. I painted on the wrong layer again. I'll have to completely bring in another swimsuit line. Can't do that right now, though. Wondering why it was so weird shading. Alright. Now we'll do the lightness. Lightness? Now this might be a bit more shiny. Oh. I haven't tried that game. It looks cute, though. If we want to do an actual glow or something, see what we can figure out. Make it look like it's an actual wet, dry suit. Can't believe I colored on the wrong layer. Oh, open that in the background and try to fix it. What's a good shiny color? Don't say green. Green's never a good shiny color. Oh, loading times? Honestly, what killed Skyrim eventually for me. Couldn't handle the loading anymore. After 300 hours or so. I don't like it so. Ha. Alright, let's just quickly. Hopefully the jiggers are still on that. As I mysteriously do something in another program, sorry. I was trying to fix the lines I made a mistake on. Work outfit lines. Grab it. Perfect. Should have had all that on there. Oh, I picked color. Wait. Oh well. Lines, not color. Okay, fixed it. So excited for the Tokyo Session Switch port. I have no idea what that is. It was the end result of the SMT and Fire Emblem crossover. Oh right, I have heard about that. Weird. Why do I know about that? Maybe you told me. I'm not sure. Okay, we fixed the lines. Took far too long. Yeah, I do remember hearing about that. Let's see what we can do to make this glossy. Using a really dark color, it's obvious. So I can switch it after. We'll see if it works or not. Nice shine right there. That's how shines work, right? Pretty sure. Always emphasize the crunch. What different layers do. Shame that doesn't work on white. Pretty. really low. 200 words a day. That's way better than I've done, that's for sure. I've done no writing. The only writing I've done. That one works. That's it. I haven't written anything except for stuff for this game. Let's do some highlights. Stick with a. I have a whole bunch of stuff that's half written. Right. Some stuff that's fully written. I just need to edit. I am definitely not using a mouse. This is my Wacom tablet that I got for selling my soul, drawing squirrels. And trademark it? Yeah, this is my tablet. I'm using a mouse to go around and click layers, but Photoshop is not pleased to be streamed. I gotta try to do it a different way next time. So it is slow and takes a while to click on things, especially the magic wand of all things. All right, I think I forgot to do highlights on the underpants, which is the most important part of any character. So let's go do that. Who doesn't like a big, long magic wand in their hand? That ended up being Aiden's weapon. Who is the computer AI? I'm pretty sure. Just open him up quickly. This guy ended up having a magic wand as his weapon because he did a Sailor Moon transformation sequence. And that's the computer AI program. Alright, now let's shade this mankini. It makes me wonder, I don't remember if I did Johnny's highlights on his uniform yellow. I always one way to find out. If I didn't, I'll yeah. Computer's so slow while streaming. Maybe I definitely should have plugged it into the wall. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I gave him white highlights. That's close. I can fix that later. Good old main character. Alright. Delayed doing this guy the highlight for too long. So, Sailor Moon rocks. This card. I remember card captors. I didn't watch a lot of it. It was sort of after Sailor Moon was popular. That was a little too old then. Highlight. So that would be all of Splode that we can draw online. Save him. Ah. So I also got Rhett available to color. So that's what we're going to do next. Bonk. Hey, Rhett! Oh wait, we forgot to do we're going to do the spotting things. I completely forgot. Well, we better not do that. That's bad stuff. I don't want to get banned from Twitch. Let's try those things. Go back to bus makers. For some reason, it's really tiny there. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's try to get something with the skin. That's texture. You have a texture brush with many dots. You know, I don't. Let's see what the brushes are. Dry media, wet media, special effect brush. I hardly ever use brushes. One bit. Good Photoshopper. You know where there is a good texture brush? In this default stuff? Also, wet media. Scooby. Make your own. Oh, look at that one. I don't even know if it's showing up. Like, wow, look at that one. This one's fatter. Let's see what it says. That's not terrible. Although it shouldn't be pink. I kind of like that one. We're going to make it... Well, I have it on another layer too. So I can get rid of it if I want to. Kind of fool around with it after. Fun. Under there. We don't want it on his hair. That's a really fun brush. Now let's see what happens when we do stuff. First, we'll just start with layers. Ooh, kind of like overlay. Difference is interesting too. Overlay wins. Now let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, I like the overlay. Let's see what we can do with... hues. See if it changes. It might not, since it was white. It's not changing anything here, but we will make a copy. On off, layer masks. Still have the nice one. We're going to see what happens if we turn off overlay. Ooh. Normal. Just mess with the colors. Exact same effect. See a couple different colors. I'll admit I kind of like the pink the most. Do one set of regular. We have that version. This version. I kind of like this version better than that version. Awesome. Hair masks and flippy masks. Okay, so go to copy, blur it. That didn't do a lot of blurring. I have a really high. Of course, I have a really high DPI right now, so I can get slower. Blur it more though. What does that even do? Let's reduce the opacity. Okay. Maybe not that much opacity reduction. I'd like it for a sec. Oh, there. That's off. That's on. Yeah. No, fine. I'm more than happy to try things. I do like the little pink dots, though. It fits this whole theme of exploding. Let's save that again. I like them with the dots. And now we have Boring Boy. Not that he's really boring, it's just that he is boring. He's the safe romance option in this game. Everyone else is an alien, so you can romance at least one regular person. I mean, he's so safe that he's white. Probably don't have the blob brush anymore, or the texture brush. That would probably make him look really weird, even though he has freckles. Alright. Just start with right on the color layer. Color under his underpants, too. His role on the ship is dead person. He's actually dead when you start. Then you find him not dead. So he was an ensign, and he was insufferable because he was Mary Sue, literally Wesley Crusher. He's the son of the Doctor. And on the last mission, the first time he was an actual ensign, he died, and everyone celebrated it. They were happy to be rid of him. But when you find him again, he's sort of lost his memory and realizes that he was kind of an insufferable douche. Yeah, he is a prodigy at absolutely everything he does, which is why I wanted to have a ridiculous weapon for him, like a violin or something. Plays the violin to kill things. But I couldn't find any Wesley Crusher hobbies. A flute is funny, especially if it's... I am coloring some things under these underpants. Oh, what did Captain Kirk play? He does play something weird. Not a holophoner. Oh, like a recorder flute? Oh, best. Because, like, who plays a recorder after the second grade? John Luke does. It'll take you to a faraway land. Maybe give him... That'd be hilarious if he had a whistle as a weapon and he could warp out of dungeons. It's one of his Marty skills. Because he is a Marty Stew, not a Mary Sue. Give him traveler powers. Well, I have it set up now that anybody can equip sort of shards of power. And when you equip one, you get magic. So everyone can use magic. They get the same spells depending on what you equip. You give different people different spells and different abilities, but they all also have their own special power. Johnny has a whole bunch of cleaning supplies. The cleaning supplies like reduce enemy defense and things. And I gave the computer AI a couple of magic skills, so we can always use magic, no matter what, because he has good magic stats. The magic flute would be funny, I agree, simply because it could be used to give him traveler powers. That's a double joke. And I like double jokes. Flute has so much more jokes than a trombone. Trombone has that one joke. Sad trombone. That's about it. I also have to shade just under there for some reason. Oops. I turned my mic off and apparently that didn't work. Oh, life. We have our little ginger boy. Also, he's red-haired because it sort of is an homage to the fact that this is sort of an Archie style character here. And that's all his skin. Bit of shading. Oh, hair still selected. The shading technique works really well unless you do white boys. And then it's really dark. Just change it after. Seems to work on everything but white boys. Maybe white girls too. I'm not sure. They might have special rules. I did forget to color his nipples. That seems to be a theme. I continually forget to color people's nipples. Maybe nips, yeah. The nips are important. I did say in an earlier stream that every single character has a belly button but one, for plot reasons. And this is the one that does not have a belly button. Let's try some different. Darken, multiply. I definitely darken more. Well, he did die, so yeah, I mean, it's not the hardest thing to get across, but yes, he is a clone. It's not the hardest one to figure out. But he's forgotten everything. It's Julie Winters. Nipples on men are a good way of finding your face. My problem is if I found the nipples, I wouldn't leave. Playing public domain music, by the way, so it's just really, really random. I didn't put on the Crazy Frog stuff. And no, it's not actual Crazy Frog. It's like the Frog Marching Band. Public domain songs? It's very weird. I think it might be, because it's supposed to be music that you use for... They seem to want you to use it for RPGs. Which is sort of why I grabbed it. But I can't actually get it to work in RPG Maker. I had to get whole different stuff for that. So that's why it just randomly ends without fade out, because it's supposed to all loop. Okay, we're going to get some highlights. And then we'll do the nips. for white boys. I usually do a green or a bluish kind of highlight on it. See, I didn't know how to do that for the different formats, and there needs to be 2 of them. Yeah, it does not accept it. MV, the one I'm using, needs 2 kinds. So apparently Macs play different audio files. So, but I did find someone that just had made them. Yeah, because of licensing. But I found somebody else's music that it was all ready to go for RPG Maker, and it kind of has a more metally sort of theme going to it. A little bit more serious. This stuff is cute, but it's really, really, really cute. A little bit too. A lot of it's really, really not very serious. Not that I'm serious. Like I'm having both of those. But this is all the stuff that I used when I was doing YouTube videos. Oh. So the music only plays when I'm talking. I really don't know how to work streaming things. I'll admit it. I'm trying. I also have it set low because if I have it set any higher, it makes my avatar talk. I'll have to check that after because if I check it during a stream, I'm gonna crash probably. Alright, he has orange here, so we'll make the highlights blue on it. Ding. But I will check it out. I gotta do some highlights down there, but I can't see them. As promised. Is that just not nipply enough? I guess I didn't pick a nipply enough color. See it. Here we go. Nipped. Then there's all these layers that we skip. Or we'll get banned. So I was always using with white things for shading. Unless it needs to be oh yeah, the PS5? I think I can handle that. I have money saved for it, which I earned by drawing caterpillars. My entire life is drawing weird things for things. Getting weird things in return. I usually use blue as a shading color for white, unless it's a. I keep on trying to get the sentence out and keep on forgetting. Like if it's a dirty white, stained teeth or something, or bones Then I go for yellow. They're like the two little different kind of shades of blue. Well, when it's clean, yeah, I like the blues. We have some hearts. Not that they need that much. Those are cute. Somebody needs heart boxers if you're showing underpants. Although I've never actually seen them for sale anywhere, ever. Where do people get them? So I'm going to be coloring his pants. You're going to see his underpants through there. I can't really turn them off just in case I mess up. So, underpants have to stay on. As you can tell, he's not wearing the right color for this job. He has made an error in judgment. Like the Queen of Hearts, like so many people have heart boxers in TV and on cartoons and everything. I've never seen them for sale once. Where are they buying them? This guy picked red as his accent color, and that was a mistake. Never wear red to a sci-fi parody. Considering he already died once, I think he'd learn. But everyone's smart. I like that. Okay, now we'll do the actual pants. Which means we have to turn off the shirt. Yes, this guy, his name is Rhett. I believe I'm gonna go with the last name of Shirt. CH. His mother is Dr. Shirt. Oh, okay. I was wondering what's going on. That's way too high of a opacity. So, does Mr. Crusher have any hobbies for you? My search history can be weird sometimes. That is, compared to what I've researched, that's tame. But thank you. I couldn't find anything when I did that. So I just assume I know he had to have had hobbies. I'm sure they were pretentious. But if we can't find anything else, he's going to go with a flute. And I appreciate you taking the hit on your Google search history. Mine needs a break. They really pressured it. Klingon yoga? Klingons have yoga? That just seems weird. Why would a Klingon do yoga? I mean, I know why they would do it. It's to keep their core strong. Um, but you think they would do something like aerobics or running? Yeah, like a Tai Chi, or I could see Vulcans. Vulcans would certainly do yoga. It's a requirement probably to be a Vulcan. But anything else? Or we can assume that there's lots of death Klingon yoga. If you don't get the pose right, you die. Dishonor. Downward facing. Hey, not for shadows. Start with pants, which means we'll have to turn off the shirt. Woo! That would be an awesome. I don't know if I'd want to die for not doing the poses right. But it would certainly keep you motivated to keep on trying until you did die. Shadows. I know, Vulcan yoga, well, you don't even have to explain, neither do you, why Vulcan yoga would be pretentious. You already know why. I mean, it already sounds like they do it. You just know it. Okay, now we're going to do shirt darkers. I already see the scene. Vulcan saying, yes, I do yoga to keep my core movement like, yes. Yes, we know you do. You don't even have to tell us. Romulan yoga would be just the opposite of yoga. It would be bending other people. That's what Klingon yoga probably is too. You bend other people into shapes. Ferengi yoga is just ear massage. I think that's the only thing they can do. Not have done that there. Oh well. Right, now pants to give them some lightness. And well, okay, the official name was like Ermac or something. But that's all the stuff they did was earlobe rubbing. least that's the only thing they told you about. That was their foreplay. It's canon, so don't think I'm just making this up and making you nauseous for no reason. It's canon. Shirt lightness. That was me shrugging. Just the way it is. Super highlights. So for him, his gray will have a sort of light pink. He with his character color. Color scheme going. Turn off the shirt so you can actually see them. Klingon Tai Chi. You see, that makes more sense than Klingon Yoga, but okay. You see, I can see them doing Tai Chi more than I can see them doing yoga, but yoga now is very funny in my mind, especially when you think of them bending other people. Highlight. Right, now I'm going to do shirt highlights. And the same rules apply for shirt highlights. We'll have to turn off the pants. I'm just going to pretend she does Klingon yoga. She just bends people. You know, Dr. Crusher has to have some sort of secret break. But he already has green highlights on his hair, so we'll use the yellow, red bit here. Physiotherapy. It's physiotherapy with a bit of a kick. Ooh, jumping on spines is totally therapy, right? Okay, so yeah. Highlights for the red bits. Can't have a shirt on. See, that was big. Oops. Yeah, so you can imagine Klingon physiotherapy is just brutal. Oh, your leg doesn't work anymore? Put you down. Dishonorable to have a leg that doesn't work. Alright, now we gotta do some underpants shading. That's what the people really want. We'll start with the highlights because that's the brush. Although we'll call it Hikachita. I like that too. That's you're doing terrible muscles. You should be ashamed. You will not die with honor at this rate. So we're gonna give his boxers pink plates. Get the full cuteness of them. Just a little bit of darkness. Regular brush. Could probably just save these somewhere. Was making them every time, but that would require me to work. Less work, I would a little bit. I'm gonna tone this one down because it's on white. There. Okay, so that's all of his regular outfit done. Also, we should save. Now all that's left is his work outfit. Perfect. It is a hospital gown. I see you've been to the hospital before. At least in BC. Maybe they look different in other countries. This is the outfit he's wearing when you find him. So it's going to be assumed that he didn't die and was just fine the whole time. He was in the hospital. But, yeah, he did die. That's a spoiler, though. Any chance we can see a genie style costume for a guy like this? Oh, you. I do not judge fetishes. I do, actually. You get a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for genie fetish. I mean, now that I have the base, what they look like, drawing an outfit doesn't take very long. So, they'll probably end up with a secret outfit as well. At least later on. Still trying to get the actual first sort of couple levels done. I'm just doing this on stream because I got Photoshop to sort of work. Even has the little baggy shoes. But I definitely think extra outfits are an easy possibility. I learned how to make people change their battle sprite, their face sprite, and their walking sprite based on what outfit they're wearing. So having different outfits for different people is definitely going to happen. There, there it is. exactly the hardest costume to color. 3 colors on it. One of them's white. Darker. Nope. Unselect. Always wonder, how come it's not coloring? Just selected the hospital. Forgot to unselect it. Health. Yes, I've never thought in my entire life I would need to draw a hospital gown for anything, but then I gave myself a reason. Right? Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have them all have a secret outfit. Just make it ridiculous. And technically, everybody has 8 sprites slots for when they're a character when they're walking. Normally, you just put more than one person on a sheet. What exactly is the plot premise of your game? It's basically a ripoff of Voyager in the best way. So the main character, named Johnny, is a space janitor, and he accidentally teleports the ship hundreds of thousands of light years away from Earth. So they have to try to get back, and there's only a few crew members on the ship at the time when it disappears. So everyone had a job originally, and now they have to have a completely different job to try to make the voyage back to Earth. But they end up in a sexier dimension, sexier quadrant universe, galaxy, something. They have to. The first part of the game is fixing the ship because they drained all the power. So that has Johnny and Computer so far working on that. I've gotten to the point where the second officer gets really mad at them. He goes through the ceiling. He literally rips through the ship to get to the spot because all the elevators don't work. And he's one of the characters I colored yesterday, actually, the second officer. Show him off too. So that's second officer, who's the next character they meet. He is the only character that has an original job and keeps it. Everyone else's job changes, but he refuses to change his job because he's that stubborn, even though he should be the captain. Because he is the highest ranking person there, he refuses to change. That is not his job. And then the other character I colored yesterday was Little Plant Boy, Bill, and he works as a warehouse worker in the cargo bay. and is forced to become the ship pilot because he's the only one that has a driver's license. Well, a space driver's license. So he's not a very good pilot, but he's better than everyone else that can't do anything. Also, he's the muscle in the game, so he has all physical attacks. Clearly, he's the muscle. He is not the muscle. He's tactical. Alright, now let's do our highlights for this. There's a little Final Space-esque. Final Space-esque? That very well might be a show, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I'll look that up after, though, and see what it is. We have blue. Let's give it actually orange to keep Yeah, so the space janitor, who's only on the ship simply because his aunt is the captain, got some pull, ends up becoming the captain simply because he's the least qualified to do anything else. So they make him the captain. Also because he's the protagonist. And then just the tag. There. That is 2 characters colored on all the places we're allowed to color them on the stream. And we should save again. I don't ever remember to do that. I'll just show you before we'll show you the second officer's other outfit, which is just adorable. It's his pajamas. Kimono pajamas. That was fun. He's big and gruff, but he has to be a big softie. And I'll show you also our radio DJ's extra outfit. There was 2 ways to go with it. So we went with Fraser Crane, because he really reminds me of Fraser Crane. Our little plant boy just has his working outfit, his actual work outfit, unlike anyone else's random thing. So that's his warehouse outfit. I've done a lot of characters the last couple of days. All streaming reasons. So we'll show off Johnny's outfit for his work outfit. Why not? That's his little janitor outfit. Oops. Oh. Thank you. And my favorite work outfit by far is the computer. This is what he looks like normally. I've already shown him, but here's my computer boy. And here's his work outfit. Yes. His nickname in this form is the Glad 9000. Working off the whole Gladys is probably a lady stuck in there. That whole conspiracy theory thing. And Hell 9000. I've been having lots of fun with these. I do think it might be time to stop, as I've done all the coloring, and I probably need to buy groceries today. Even though it's snowing outside, I don't want to go out. But thanks so much for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh, no worries. Thanks for showing up. That's a bigger thing than streaming. I know I'll talk to both of you soon. Alright. Bye now. Exactly 2 hours. Neat.